Hi, it's Alexander. Today on the Briseman Crypto Literacy Course Level 1, we are going to be taking a look at NFTs. Now, NFTs are non-fungible tokens, so it's a financial security that consists of a digital asset that is stored on a blockchain. The ownership of an NFT is recorded in the blockchain and can be transferred by the owner. So this allows the NFTs to be sold and transferred and traded. NFTs can be created by anybody and require few or no coding skills in the case where you're going to create them with a platform. NFTs typically contain references to digital files like photos, videos, or audio. Because NFTs are uniquely identifiable assets, they differ from cryptocurrencies, which are fungible. So basically, I can't tell one Bitcoin from another, but I can tell two NFTs apart. So proponents of NFTs will argue that they provide a public certificate of authenticity or a proof of ownership. Now, there are many use cases that are being made for NFTs. Blockchain games are starting to be very big into the integration of NFTs because they can represent in-game assets like digital plots of land, different aspects for character in a game. And what's fun is that these are essentially controlled by the user, right? Once you own, your land, it's yours. You can trade it. You can sell it on a third-party platform. It really gives you ownership of the game asset. So this is something that is really growing as a trend. Also, we can see that in the music industry already in 2021, there's around $25 million that was generated with artists selling artwork and music as NFT tokens. So the film industry is also somewhere where you're going to be seeing these start to happen with digital posters to promote film that are going to be released. You have some motion pictures and documentary films that have already been auctioned off as NFTs, for example. I remember there's the Spider-Man NFT when it came out. It was $400 with the comic, and today they're selling for $12,000. So that it's something that's really growing in terms of a market. Like anything, there's some really good stuff out there. There's some really bad stuff out there. There are some very good references to and places to look at to really understand how NFTs collection work, because in essence, NFTs can't be divided into an infinite number of parts, right? Like I said, you can't tell Bitcoin or Brise, one Brise from another. You can't really tell it apart. You can split it into infinitely small pieces, and you can trade it. You can trade 1/1000th of a Brise, but you can't trade 1/1000th of an NFTs. NFTs are held and sold as a whole entity, and because they contain unique information like video, pictures, music, it allows the creator to assign it an arbitrary value. So I can say my NFT is worth $1,000 because it contains XYZ, and it does contain XYZ. So NFTs are ideal for recording and storing ownership of digital products, including artwork, games, and collectibles. You're also going to start seeing physical NFTs that are going to be used because you can certify the provenance. So this is something that is really growing in terms of a market, in terms of a scope of what it can do, because there's also new, especially on the Brise chain, we're seeing it happen where there's a growing trend where NFTs are used to basically represent the equivalent of what I would call stocks, but that are also tied into access of utilities on a project. So we're going to look at some different things that are coming up and some different things that are being done right now. You also have for example, Brise that came out with a burn NFT. So we'll get into what these can be, but just to go back to what NFTs are and how they work. So NFTs, in essence, like Bitcoin, like decentralized finance, are part of a larger social movement. they support ownership and provenance of digital assets and allow people to buy these assets from the creators themselves throughout the world with the near instant transfer of value that the blockchain enables. So NFTs are pushing the boundaries of what digital assets can be, because they can include any kind of unique assets, physical assets, digital contents, once again, images, audio, video clips, whatever you can think of can be minted. And because it's backed by the blockchain, it ensures the uniqueness, the authenticity, and the permanence of the assets. This can all be very easily confirmed. So specific token standards support various blockchain use cases. Ethereum was the first blockchain to support NFTs with its BRC20 standard, and it's currently the most widely used one. So many other blockchains have added or plan to add support for NFTs. So I don't want to get too much into the technical aspects. I think that we've already pretty much covered the essentials. If you do want to learn more about NFTs, so you guys really should take a look at the book From Zero to Hero from Andy Leon. He really will take you through everything from what is an NFT. He goes back, we've done a course on this, but repetition is the mistress of knowledge. Explains to you what a decentralized exchange is, what a centralized exchange is. Will describe to you, actually, like I said, it doesn't take much knowledge in terms of coding to create NFTs. So he'll explain to you how to actually create an NFT, what the different marketplaces are, how to create a collection. So you can really take this book and gain all the knowledge that you need on the, like I said, everything from the creation to trading to where the future of NFTs is going to be. I think he really has a good vision for what this can be for the world. So my recommendation is, I'm not a financial advisor, but this one I can tell you, invest in yourself, invest in knowledge. This is a book that you really have to read if you're going to be interested into non-fungible tokens. And I do think that the NFT market is something, because of the utility cases that we're going to see that are already being brought forth, and what's going to come in the future. I think that NFTs are something that you do gain a lot by getting knowledge now. So on the Brise chain, we already have some amazing projects that are using NFTs in a unique way. Like I said, you can mint NFTs fairly easily. You can create NFTs fairly easily. You can do so on Midas. You can do so with Vaultcoin on the Kunoichi dApp. So I mean, minting an NFT on here is you're one click away from just going ahead and mint. You're also going to have a dApp to create your own collections. And you have the same thing with Young Parrot. They have an NFT marketplace on the Brise chain with some really nice, really unique collections. You can see that PRDS, Breeze Paradise, is also using NFTs in a very unique way. We're actually partnering up with Brise Paradise, the Briseman.info, and the Briseman channel. We are partnering up to create course that is going to be given at the Brise Paradise Hotel, and we're creating an NFT together where the people that hold the NFT are going to have advantages with our partners, and they're going to get it's a 3-night stay that you get at the hotel for free with a bunch of discounts to you know, the different things that are going to be in the resort, snorkeling, visiting the uninhabited islands, and so on and so forth. So there's really a bunch of use cases that are being brought forth with NFTs. If you go onto the Midas Marketplace, which is also on the Brise chain, they're actually on the Brise chain, and they're also doing Matic, so they're on both sides, they've actually developed. There's some really unique stuff on there. First of all, it's very easy to create mint your own NFTs on Midas. The power of the blockchain and one of the great use cases for, of course, Brise is the fact that there are very low gas fees. All right, so it's not expensive to create large collections and to trade NFTs on the Brise chain. So that's a major advantage that you have there. And like I said, you know, Brise is very unique in terms of what they're doing. They are very developing niched products that are taking DeFi, decentralized finance, very much into the next big steps that they have to take, that it has to take to be you know, that really have use cases into the world. As I said, Brise Paradise is very innovative in the way that they are using NFTs. You already have a collection that's there that are actually governance NFTs. So when you buy a governance NFT from Brise Paradise, just for you guys that just to go back on them quickly so you understand, when you have their tokens, you know, for certain tiers of ownership of tokens, you get a certain amount of days to stay at the hotel. Now, with these NFTs, you actually get ownership of the hotel. So you actually get ownership of part of the company that is the hotel, that is the resort. So this is completely different. You have stock into the endeavor at that point. So it's really something completely different, and I think that it's going to be something that is going to be used more and more by projects that are looking for capital, because this, as you know, as the owner of the NFT, you get a bunch of different advantages, and they get to raise capital without you know, going through extensive research for banking and so on and so forth. So it's a really high, to me, it has a really high potential of giving something very nice. Of course, as I say, you know, there's always good, there's always bad, so you have to be careful. You have to always do your own research before you invest into anything. But I think that this is something that I'm really happy to see anyway for myself, that it's being created and that it's being done out there. Another very unique thing that's happening, and this is really fun for the Brise chain, they've created a burn NFT. So a lot of people want to see more burns on a token with a high supply like Brise. As we talked about in the course that we did on, you know, what is supply, what is value, what is pricing. Once the supply is circulating, everybody's holding the tokens. So if you're not sending the tokens in the burn wallet willingly or through tax, you know, no tokens are being sent to the burn wallet. So, you know, we don't want to see an increase on the tax on the token, but some people want to see an increase in burns. So Gert, being very much in tune to the community, has come up with Midas with these burn NFTs. So basically, when you buy an NFT, so if I buy this NFT for 343 million Brise, part of the tokens are going to go to the burn wallet, and part of it is going to come back to me as, once I've staked my NFT, I will be paid burn tokens. So you're actually burning some tokens, and if you stake the NFT, you're getting some value back with the new token that is the burn token. So it's a really nice concept. We're probably going to do something with Briseman to cover and explain it more in detail. But once again, I'm just using this as an example to show that yes, you have NFTs that are there for the value of the artwork that they are, for the collections that they are, but more and more you're going to see NFTs being used as really, governance tokens. You're going to have advantages, utilities come out of them. With Tokyo Coin, for example, this is a really great example of something that the NFTs are going to be used inside the game. So you have 10,000 NFTs that are going to be minted forever. So this game, they plan to hold it. I think it's on a. They have 6 different chapters that are going to be put out, so it's going to be a very long-lasting game, and throughout that process there's only ever going to be 10,000 NFTs that are going to be minted, and these NFTs you're basically going to be using in the game, and it's going to be part of the play-to-earn system. So it's a really unique aspect. Like I said, once you own the NFT, well, there are going to be marketplaces for those NFTs. And since there's only 10,000, if you have 100,000 people that want to play the game, you're going to have a bunch of people that are going to want to play to earn. And if the only way to play to earn is to own the NFT, well, it's going to create a marketplace for those NFTs, and it's going to really create a big demand. So it's a really unique way to go about creating value behind something that was just, for leisure before, and you can actually get extra perks out of it, and there's a traceability to it, where you know the provenance, and like I said, there's some unique things coming up. Especially, I love Midas for that. They're one of the first, if not the first, marketplace where you actually have physical NFTs. So you can actually get APY from owning a physical NFT. So you can buy a painting and own it, have it at your house, but it is an NFT, so you can track the provenance. It's basically its certificate of ownership and provenance, which is digital. So it's really fun, and you guys should look into it. Midas is one of those really nice marketplaces that we do have on the Brise chain. So that's it for today. I want you guys to have some great investments, and I want you guys to have a great day.